Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make are oatmeal raisin cookies. But these oatmeal cookies are a soft, moist cookie. If you're looking for different types of oatmeal cookies, I have 19 videos on them. I mean, I have white chocolate oatmeal, coconut, pumpkin, geez, my gosh, peanut butter, and no bake oatmeal cookies. And I have a really great one, a crispy oatmeal cookies, and coconut, and sugar-free. So I have so many that if you don't like this particular one, there's 19 more that you could choose from on the type of oatmeal cookie that you would like to make. But first we want to, of course, probably talk about what's probably the most time consuming in this recipe. And it really isn't all that bad. But what you're going to do is you're going to take 1 cup of raisins and you're going to put them in a bowl and cover it with water. Not too much, just to cover the raisins. I put mine in my microwave till it starts to boil. And that might be 1.5 minutes, it might be 2 or 2.5 minutes, depending on your microwave. You can also do it in a pot on the stove. But what you want to do is you want to plump the raisins up, where they're going to be very, very juicy and have water in them a little bit, And once you do that, and you see that they're tender, then of course take them off the stove or take it out of your microwave, the bowl, whatever you're using. And what you're going to do is you're going to have a cup of shortening, okay, in a bowl, just like I have. What you're going to do though is before you throw all that water out, you're going to take 9 tablespoons of the hot raisin water and put it in your shortening. Okay, so again, you're going to get these raisins tender. You're going to have lots of water left in there, but you're going to take 9 tablespoons. You're going to put it in your shortening. At that time, then of course you're going to drain all the raisins and then just set them aside as I have in a bowl. Okay? All right. Now, once you have your 9 tablespoons of the raisin water, okay, and you put that in your shortening, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to put a cup of baking soda in that. Now, I know this might sound odd, or it's kind of out of order what we're used to, but it's just the way these cookies are made, and they really come out, well, really good. And then just throw that into, or place, I should say, into your mixing bowl, okay? You can use your hand mixer if you don't want to use a stand-up like I am. What you want to do is, I do let it cool down a little bit. I don't want that raisin water to be real hot, because in just a few minutes we're going to be putting raw egg in there, and we don't want to have scrambled eggs. So you do want to let it cool down a little bit. Just start to cream all of this together. It won't take you long at all. Now once you do that, you're going to have 2 beaten eggs that you've had at room temperature, okay? And I'm going to put those in. Okay, and just blend that as best you can. I'm moving it along due to the video, okay? The next thing that you're going to be putting in is granulated sugar. And you're going to be putting in 1 cup of that, and I'll do that a little at a time. And again, cream that together till it's nice and smooth, all right? Okay, The next thing that we're going to be putting in, again, the order is a little bit different than we're used to. We're going to be putting in salt, and that's a half a teaspoon of salt. And then we're also going to be putting in a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then we're just going to make sure that that's blended well. The next thing that we're going to do is to work on our dry ingredients. So you're going to be using 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a little at a time till it's combined. Nicely mixed. I'll show you what it looks like so far. Okay, there we go. The next thing, of course, is oatmeal. So 2 cups of oatmeal into this. Okay. The last thing that now that you're going to put in of the liquid is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1 teaspoon. Now you don't want to overbeat this cookie dough either, just till it blends, just till it all combines, okay? And the very last things were these nice plump raisins that we talked about in the beginning of the video, that 1 cup. And I'm going to put them all in, and then just till they're mixed. Now you can fold them in with your hands, if you, not with your hand, but by hand. Sorry about that, because you don't want to break them up. But I find this faster, and I just don't beat it too long. Okay. But again, you could fold those in if you want. All right, we'll just take off our excess here off the paddle and set that aside for the moment. Okay, you're going to need a cookie sheet, cookie pan, and you either need to grease it or use your parchment paper or your, whatever you prefer, okay? Now I'm using the small cookie scoop, all right? Now you do want to place them a little bit apart. They're going to spread a little bit, so I would suggest a couple inches, that kind of thing. Okay. Now you're going to bake them at 350 degrees, and they're going to bake up for you probably in, well, anywhere from 9 to 10 minutes. Okay, this size of cookie that I'm making, I usually get 42 cookies out of it. So of course, if you want to, use a smaller scoop or a teaspoon, you're going to yield more cookies. But I get 42 out of this size. Okay, when I bake them. Now I'm not putting nuts in these today because these are being donated to a school, and I don't want to have nuts in them because of allergies. But if you want, you can use, I would say, a generous amount of whatever type of nuts, whether they're walnuts or pecans or macadamians or whatever that you want to put in. I would put at least 3/4 of a cup. You can put a little bit more if you want, or even a half a cup. It's really up to you how many nuts that you really want in this this recipe and in each cookie, that kind of thing. All right. So let me rinse my hands real quickly, and then I'd like to show you what they look like once they're baked and out of the oven. Okay. And here they are. They really do bake up so pretty. And you can not only smell the raisins when they're baking, but the cinnamon and everything. It just really a great little cookie. You'll have a beautiful golden brown. I will tell you that it really depends. If you want them to be a little drier, you know, then go to the longest time of the baking. If you want them to be a bit moister or a little bit on a softer side, say the lower part of the baking times, you know, that type of thing. But I do want to show you one that, you know, I think you can see how beautiful these plump raisins just came to the top on these. So they look so pretty, okay? Now, when you break the cookie open, you know, the bottom will be not really crisp, but it'll be a hard finish. The top is also a bit hard, but when you break them open, this is where you see how moist and how delicate that they are. And here, let me take just a fork here to show you the flake on this cookie, how it just breaks apart. These are really just excellent little cookies. And if you like oatmeal and you like raisins, well, I think you're going to like this cookie. Now, if you try this recipe and you do like it, well, I'd really appreciate a like, and then leave a comment, because I always like to hear from you, especially if you try the recipe. I want to thank you for watching Diane Lovetobake, and as a reminder, my videos are solely shown on YouTube. So I want to thank you for watching. I'd appreciate if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you back soon.